The playoffs are here, and you can predict the action all the way to the finals with FanDuel Predicts. Predict the spread, the total points, and even the game-winning moments that make the playoffs. Sign up and get a $25 bonus with FanDuel Predicts.
Offered by FanDuel Prediction Markets, LLC, a registered futures commission merchant. 18-plus bonus is non-withdrawable and expires 7 days after receipt. Trading derivatives involves significant risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Manage your activity with their consumer protection tools. Restrictions apply. See terms at FanDuel.com/predicts/bonus-offer-terms.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Here was my subject tonight. This was my first subject. I am not someone who is overtly and inordinately concerned with animals. I know that sounds terrible. That's horrible. But I will tell you, as I type in my numbers, I read this story about a fellow who was a big game hunter. I don't know if you saw this. In fact, you might have heard one of these stories that I went through at the top of the hour. And I'm not one for, siding with animals. There we go. I see the screen, my friend. We're almost there. By God, we're almost there. In any event, there was a story of this fellow who was a big game hunter. And he was apparently a millionaire, very, very wealthy. And he went out in, I think it was Gabon, which sounds a lot like Gavone, which perhaps he might be. I'm not trying to make a joke about this. In any event, he is out there in the Sahara, the Serengeti, the savannah, whatever the particular term is. And he hits a gazelle or something, and he goes after it. He's trying to find some antelope, something that he's hit, and he's with a professional hunter of his. And as he's looking for it, he turns, and lo and behold, he finds himself in the midst of a pack of elephants. Not a pack, a passel, a group, whatever the unit of measure is for groups of elephants. In any event, there he is. And there they are. And they trample him and kill him. Now, there's nothing funny about this. I in no way, my friends, in no way suggest to you that there's anything in any way even remotely comical about this. But I thought to myself, in a strange and weird way, whenever the animals win, whenever the animals outsmart us, and again, there's nothing funny. I'm not lauding someone's death. But is there a part of you? Is there a part of you that says, you know what? Good for the animals. Now, let me just explain something. I'm not one who fights with the notion of hunting. I love handguns. I've never been long barrel, but I've loved handguns. And I like shooting, I used to do competitively, nothing big, no Bianchi Cup. But I like shooting, but I never shot at an animal. I never tried to kill an animal. I don't think I'm a better person for that. I'm not one of these people who doesn't understand hunting and the like. I'm not like that, because I know a lot of you great hunters out there believe you're doing a good job, and you do. You thin the herds. You help in conservation. Hunting is important. Hunting is critical. However, there does sometimes come a point when I'm wondering, when you hunt something merely for the trophy, not for the meat, not for the hide, not for the antler, I don't know if that qualifies, but if you just want to kill it for the stuffed remnant, for the trophy, is there something about that you as a human being find problematic? Is there something about this? Now, this is something which is a tough thing. I know there's a lot of great hunters out there, and I don't want to step on any toes. I know you are not sadistic. I'm not one of these PETA folks. I don't eat animals, but I wear leather, and I know I'm a hypocrite for saying this. But do you find, yes or no? We'll start off with this very simple question. Do you find that there is something a bit odd with somebody who wants to shoot something and sit over it, lifting its head, a lion, whatever, and you feel like Bwana, the great white hunter. Is there something about that you find a bit off?